Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so I know it's been like a week or so since the last time you heard from me, but still and yet, you know what time it is and you know what rhyme it is. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button before we begin. I greatly appreciate that. Trying to get to at least half a thousand. Leave a comment. Like the video. I'd appreciate that also. I'm one of the little guys. I'm not making no money off these videos. I just like talking to people. So before we begin, well, actually, let's just go ahead and get straight into it. So everybody knows everything that's going on about the whole entire situation with this, the economy and this coronavirus scare, and how things are getting pretty serious around the nation and how quarantines are starting to happen. This is becoming an issue where it's like, what's next? I find myself every morning when I wake up jumping on Facebook or any social media and checking to see what's going on next. Like, yo, how bad has this gotten since yesterday? How much worse? And it's like, is everybody even ready for all this stuff? And here's what worries me, man. Like, if this were to potentially get worse and it becomes a situation where it is martial law, how long are people going to be able to hold out before they lose their collective shit? And I mean, like, breaking in people's houses, breaking in stores, riots, fights, shootings, stabbings. Like, this shit could very well turn into Gotham City, and that's from a guy who lives in Baltimore. So that's something I'm very concerned with, man. I mean, I started reading this book by my cousin. Actually recommended me to read it. It was called Behold a Pale White Horse, and basically it's about, I think, William Cooper. I think that's the author's name. But I believe basically what the book is telling you about, and I always heard about this stuff, but I was always 50-50 with it. But it tells you about like a one world government plan by the elites, this, that, and the third, and basically telling you they're trying to get like the whole world dependent on them so they could basically enslave us. So I always thought, it could be the truth, because if you look around at the way some of the things are structured, there's no balance in terms of officials in power and people. Like, there's a severe underbalance of power, and it just kind of makes you wonder when you start reading that book how it got like that in the first place. So, I mean, the shelves are empty right now. No food's out there. It's hard to find water. Water's pretty scarce right now. I don't know if what the plan is for shipments or when the shipments will be arriving, but yeah, it's pretty thin out there, man. I just hope everybody who watching and not watching this video, I hope you're prepared. I hope you got a way to defend your house. I hope you have food and all this other stuff that's required for you to get dug in, because it might be to the point where it's too damn dangerous to go looking for food. Because it's, dude, like, just not even yesterday, the day for yesterday, a lady out front of Arundel Mills Mall, she got threatened with a knife, as a matter of fact. Dude ran up on her with a knife and told her he needs that purse. Took off with the purse and got loose. And then the same day, some dude shot the bus driver dead. Like, this shit is crazy, man. So, like, man, I just hope everybody just decides to be safe. If I honestly think if you haven't been preparing, it might be too late, man, because there's no food anywhere. So it's one of those things where you might be SOL. You can try to order online. Some online functions are still working. But yeah, be very careful, man, when you go out there, because people are starting to lose their shit, man. And once people lose their shit, that's it. That pretty much is it. Ain't gonna be too much the police can do, because they're gonna be overworked if it gets worse. Just be careful, man. And this whole shit's wild to me, man. How everything could just go to functional, to partially functional, to less functional, to completely dysfunctional almost overnight. So it's crazy. So yeah, this whole coronavirus thing, it's affecting people. Young people are getting the infection, but they're basically carriers. They're not, or people that are healthy are basically carriers, and they carry the disease around, or the virus around. And then people who are sickly already, have upper respiratory problems, or who are basically like older, they're having issues in terms of worrying about people getting sick. And like, the crazy thing is, bills aren't shutting down. They still want that rent, they still want that mortgage. payments, all that stuff, card payments, credit card payments, all that stuff is still in effect. They still want all that. So, whew, it's ugly, man. So I mean, I just hope everybody's ready, you know, for whatever can happen, because they're talking about this thing can last till August possibly. I heard one of them states just closed their schools until I think December, if I'm not mistaken. Like the end of the year. Like, bro, like, sheesh, the end of the year? That's crazy. Man, that's crazy. Man, I don't know. So I got some more thinking to do, but I highly recommend picking up that book. Again, it's called Behold the Pale White Horse. And I think that might be what we're starting to see happen. If it's not what's happening, this is a test run to see, you know, exactly what will happen if certain situations get put in place. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Meanwhile, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.